Welcome to the Peachtree Morning Show by DCI. It's a wise way to start the day. Hope you enjoy.
I don't see it. Oh, there we go. Hi, this is Geshe Michael Roach. Welcome back to the Peachtree Morning Show. I'm so happy to have two amazing guests from around the world. First, I'd like to introduce Mr. Sunny Lim. Hi, Sunny.
Hello, hi everyone.
Online from Singapore. Sunny is one of the most important people for the DCI company in Asia. He's the DCI organizer for a large part of Malaysia, West Malaysia. And right now he's working very hard to help the DCI Singapore, which is kind of the mother company which helps Malaysia, Indonesia, Taiwan, Vietnam. And so he's really helping a lot of people. He's really organizing many, many students. He has a degree in information technology from the University of Central England. And so thank you, Sunny, for agreeing to be on our show.
Thank you.
I like him because his personality is also very sunny. Janice Sanders is from Colorado in the United States. She's a business owner. She has 3 stores there, retail entrepreneur, doing very well there. She's a Diamond X speaker. She has come to the DCI Academy, the SCIM college, for all of the terms, and one of the few people to have finished all the terms there. And she got her original degree as a geologist, as a scientist, and I think it helps. I think that kind of thinking helps you to become a really good DCI teacher. So welcome, both of you. And I'm going to turn it over to Sunny, who's the host for today. Yay, Sunny.
Thank you. Welcome to the Peachtree Morning Show. So today is, Janice, you want to put on?
Oh, wrong day.
Yeah, today is Tuesday, 30th of June. So today we will be doing some questioning, answering, and it's a very interesting question. All right. So let's see the question. What's the question? Right.
Hello, Gashla. This is Beatrice from Shanghai. Because I have applied for the 7th level DCI teaching in Shanghai in June this year, but now I'm really worried about if our schedule will be impacted on by the coronavirus. So could you tell us what we can do to make sure our teaching can be held on time? Thank you so much.
Wow, this is a very interesting question, because I think currently, because of the COVID-19 go around the world, so many parts of the world actually have seen this kind of event or training or courses have been like put on hold, or events like, delay until further notice, or even some of them have been canceled. So, and we know that DCI level 7 is a super important course.
Ooh, yeah.
So I think Peatrice from this Shanghai is worried about, whether DCI level 7 can she be attended. So I think this is a very cool question, and a lot of people are concerned about that. And Janice, from your point of view, what you think that will be like having the course being rescheduled? What is the seats that you think will make this, you cannot see the course running as per schedule?
Well, Sunny, I think there's 3 ways we can look at this problem. If I see things being canceled or delayed, that's one thing. My seeds are forcing me to see something being delayed. And then another way is, what seeds am I planting for these things to be delayed? And what seeds do I need to be able to attend these things? What seeds do I need to make so that I can attend DCI level number 7? So where would you like to start first? Would you like to start with the seeds that might be blocking me from getting to these teachings?
Yeah. Yes, please. I think that's a good start.
Well, I was just considering things that might be obstacles to receiving teachings. And I asked someone else about this, and they told me about a time when someone had asked them to show them a certain skill that they had with painting. They paint like fabrics really beautiful, and they refused to do it because they didn't want this person to learn that technique and become a competition with them. So I think when we're stingy with what we know, we're creating an obstacle to getting to learn more, to receiving more teachings from other people. So I think that's one way of looking at it. You know, examine times in our past that we might have not shared information that we could have easily given to someone, whether it be a family member, a coworker, or a competitor. We kept our knowledge to ourselves and we didn't share it. And that might be an obstacle. It probably is an obstacle for getting future teachings. So that's what I have to say about a seed that might be blocking it.
That's cool. I think, yeah, for myself, personally, I agree with you as well. And from my personal point of view, I think there is another way we might cause this to happen is that, for example, maybe we have, like for myself, I actually have promised my kids to bring them for some outing in maybe, Saturday. So bring them to zoo, for example. But because I cannot keep my promise, maybe sometime my business suddenly on Friday, I have some business partner have called me. Then I said would like to meet me on Saturday. So I will tell my kids that, sorry, daddy cannot bring you on Saturday because I have an urgent meeting, last minute meeting. So because of I cannot keep my promise, then I will see my environment, even like courses that is already pre-scheduled, but it cannot pre on time running. So I think keeping promise, is also very important. So let us heard about Gershie Michael. What your suggestion and what you see that the seeds that will see this thing will happen?
Well, I'm just personally thinking about when I first studied this ancient wisdom. When I went to study with the teacher, we only had one copy of the book. So we had about 12 students, and the book was very rare, and we only had one copy in the room. And actually, the students, we have to learn to read the book upside down. So the teacher will teach with the book in front of them, and we had to learn to read the book upside down, and we had to lean over the teacher's table, And I asked my teacher, how can we get more books? How can we have enough books for everybody? And he said, well, you have to plant a seed for more books. You have to make sure that other people can get books, not you. Don't worry about you. You make the seed that other people can have those books and those courses. So I think, Beatrice, you have to focus on other people. So who are some other people who would like to have a course, or other people who would like to have a teaching? And what I did, we actually worked with Hewlett Packard Corporation, and we started the ALL program, the Asian Legacy Library Program, which is the new ACIP. And we started to save the books all over the world. So I think, Beatrice, very, very good idea is to, maybe you could pay for somebody else to have an online course, or you could help them to get registered for the course, and then your own course will come to you. I think so. That's what I did. And to be honest, now I have millions of pages on my laptop. I have millions of pages of those books on my laptop, and I'm swimming in those wisdom books, So that's, I think. What do you think, Sunny? What do you think?
Yeah, I think, this is a very important. In this DCI system, what we want, we must first help others to be achieved. So if you want to attend the training by yourself, so I think definitely you need to help someone able to attend. It could be not level 7, it could be any other level or any other non-DCI level as well. So just in your daily life, help someone to attend courses. So like in Singapore and Malaysia, we see a lot of participants. They actually maybe their salary earning is not that much, but they are very keen to actually want to attend more DCI level because they find that this wisdom is so important. And after they attend one level, they implement it and they see the life changing. So they have the urge to want to have more. But because of the salary, they earn not much. So in a way that they try to plant seed by helping others to attend courses, like attend level 1, level 2, that kind of thing. So by doing that, we see many miracles happen that they themselves actually can attend. We have students who, the money salary is not that high, but miracle that she actually attend all the level except level 7. All except level 7. So it's a very, testimonial that running in over here. So how about Janice? What do you think? So what's your advice? What seeds that you need to plant? Just now is the obstacle. What seeds that you need to advise for P3?
Well, first of all, I would share what I know, just in small ways. If I have an employee who has a simple thing that they need to know, even if it's just folding a shirt, share what I know and share it without judgment. Just share everything that I know. That'll plant seeds for me to learn more, which means I'll be planting seeds to get teachings of any type. But also, I think if let's just say I don't have a big income and I really can't sponsor someone else to go to a DCI level. Let's just say that I help somebody with piano lessons. Like maybe I can contribute to a scholarship program, like help a parent get their kid to a preschool, just offer to pay, I'll give you 2 weeks worth of preschool. Or even, I could see me offering someone that I would babysit their child and help them with their reading or tutoring, something that I know. And I think all those things, I don't have to necessarily spend money, but I can help other people with their kids by tutoring them. Or I really like this. We take kids to mining, old mines here and teach them about the rocks. And when I even do something like that, I am planting seeds to get more teachings myself. So I just really think it boils down to sharing what I know. And if I don't have the money, then doing small acts of helping other people get to classes or to get to things that they need to. Maybe I just give somebody a ride to a teaching.
Yeah.
I think that will help plant seeds, yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's cool. So I also think of that when we see others who have successful attend courses, we should feel happy for them. We should not feel jealous. We should feel happy that they can able to attend courses. I think this is another very good seeds that you need to be careful, because a lot of people, they cannot attend courses, the jealousy of others, then that may block. They themselves cannot attend the courses that they want to. How about Kashimika? Do you want to?
Well,
what do you think?
I'm thinking, people say, oh, you're a geshe and you spent 25, 30 years in the monastery studying. Actually, those courses in the monastery are free. We don't have to pay. If we are accepted as a monk, then we don't have to pay. We will get 25 or 30 years of courses for free. Then they say, well, how did you do that? And I say, you don't want to know. I was the cook for 8 years as a volunteer. I was the volunteer cook for 8 years. So I think, especially in mainland China, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, you guys need volunteers. We always need volunteers.
Yeah.
I was a volunteer for 8 years. And I did the dirty work. I did the cooking, and I'm a very terrible cook. And many people suffered from my cooking. But I think the cooking is why I got to have so many courses. I think so. Volunteer, be a volunteer. I think the Malaysia, Singapore, mainland China, they have great organizers and they really appreciate volunteers. I think so.
Yeah, I do see in Singapore, Malaysia, and even Indonesia that we see a lot of volunteer. They actually, after they learn the DCI system, then they see their life changing. Then they become want to serve and they become the volunteer. They want to help more. and to help more people to have achieve what they want and help them to have a better life. So by doing so, I see a lot of participants, actually they can able to further study, further attend more courses. Yeah, you're right, Michael. Yes, that is the one when I recall back, I see, yes, this is the thing, one of the seeds that they can be planted, by serving others. After you learn, by serving others and let others to have much more knowledge. So you yourself will have much more knowledge in able to attend more courses. Yeah.
I think also when you're a volunteer, you feel very happy.
Yeah.
You have to do a lot of hard work, dirty work. Like I wash the dishes for many years, but after I wash the dishes, I feel very happy. So I think it also makes you very happy, and you get enough teachings all the time. You always have more teaching.
Right. So now let's give Petri in Shanghai one recap, and each of us will give one suggestion so that Petri will able to capture what are we sharing today to help her to able to attend the courses of the DCI training. Janice, one suggestion from you.
Okay, my suggestion is to develop a 4-step plan where you help someone else get to some sort of teaching, and then, really water those seeds and don't limit how those seeds will ripen. They'll ripen bigger and better than you can imagine.
Yeah. How about Kushimaiker?
Well, I'm thinking about my friends Stanley Chen and Allison Zhou in Shenzhen, China. And I think 8 or 9 years ago, they came to Vivian Wang, the organizer in Guangzhou, and they said, we want to volunteer. We will be volunteer worker. They volunteered to do translation and also cooking and things like that. And I'll tell you something, Beatrice, now they own their own company that I go and teach there every year. And they own the company and they organize the teaching for everybody else. So I think definitely try to find a job. Ask the organizer local, please let me be a volunteer. And it's so fun to be volunteer. It makes you so happy. Sunny, what's your final advice?
Okay, my final advice would be sponsor others for attend courses. Can be a small amount, not should be big amount. But in your intention is you want others to able to attend the courses. So by doing that, you have a pure intention, would like others to attend the course. That will plant seeds for your own self, able to attend the courses that you want.
Yeah, cool.
Yes. Good.
Yeah, I like it.
Great. So yes. Okay. So I think this is a very great sharing, and hope Petri from Shanghai, you can apply and you were able to get your dream come true. And let's see what is the tomorrow. Very interesting question for tomorrow. All right. So let us take a look. What's the question for tomorrow?
Good morning. My question today is related to touching the diamond world. If I have such an objective, I understand that I also need to have a teacher, a live teacher right next to me that would teach me how to touch the diamond world. So what are the seeds that I need to plant in order to create such a teacher in my life, besides teaching other people about mental seeds and emptiness? Thank you.
Wow. So
Great.
very cool. Very cool. So I think everyone's looking for it, level 7, touching the diamond world. So I think a lot of who want to send your own question to ask Michael, what is your own question? So what is the link or what the email that you can send to? Yeah, maybe Janice can show it. Yeah. All right. So all right. So this is and you should shoot the video less than 30 seconds. All right. In vertical format, selfie, and less than 30 seconds. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Michael, so much. And thank you all the audience for your lovely question. And, see you.
Thank you,
Thank
Sunny.
you. Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks for watching today's Peachtree Morning Show. See you next time.